Yeah, well, tough loss today. I want to start off thanking my seniors. Is exactly what I said in the after the game in the locker room. These three believed in my vision, and they're so loyal. Such amazing young women that have a lot of great basketball ahead of them. And I'm just really grateful for what they have done for me and what they've done for our program. It's a resurgence of this program taking over, and they've left it better than what they came in with. It's just I'm really grateful. Such an incredible group of young women, and I'm really proud to be their coach. They know that I got them for life. This is just, like I said, just an amazing group of young women that are just so talented, so gifted, but more importantly, they're better humans than they are basketball players, and I'm just really grateful that I had this opportunity to watch them grow and be a part of their journey. They're very special to me. They mean so much. But again, came up short today. I thought with the game, obviously a high game of runs. We had a great stretch in that third quarter defensively that we went up. But unfortunately, tables turned, couldn't make the shots that we normally make, couldn't get the stops, and just didn't finish the game the way we wanted to. So, for this group and for these three, like I said, just really, really grateful, and looking forward to, eventually trying to build this back up, or not even build it back up, but, again, with Notre Dame women's basketball, they put it in a great space, a great place, and I'm really grateful for that.
We'll start here on the aisle on the left.
Hi, Julia Poe with the Chicago Tribune. Maddy, you had that matchup with Citron and Prince. Can you kind of just take me through what the game plan was for how to take on a center like that, and how kind of you assess how that went throughout the game?
Yeah, I think definitely the game plan was just to be as physical as possible with her. She's a great post player. She's the center of their offense, so just being as physical as I could, really try to push her off the block and make her work for everything. So I think, some fouls here and there, but I think we try to do just that.
Michael Vopel, ESPN.com. I wonder if any of you can comment on why was their defense so difficult today? It just didn't seem like you guys made a lot of the shots that you're used to making. Was there anything particular that made that a little tougher?
Yeah, I can comment on that. No offense to them, but it was really nothing they did to alter us. Obviously, Sedona's in there. She was blocking shots. That's one factor, but we literally were just missing shots that we normally make. And that's going to happen at times. So in those moments, we have to rely on our defense, and we tried to do that. I thought my team played extremely hard and fought to the end, so I'm very proud of them for that. But, yeah, it's just shots that we should make, that are on us at the end of the day.
Back to the front left.
Niele kind of touched a little bit just on the importance of the three of you in the senior class. I was just wondering if each of you could kind of talk maybe about what you hope, what kind of legacy you guys hope that you kind of created for this Notre Dame team, and what you kind of look back on in terms of your own personal growth in the season.
I think that, this group of girls is so special. Coming in with all of them, you never, oh my goodness. It's just, no, you're okay.
You got it.
It's okay.
You got the water.
There's truly no place on earth that I would want to play with. There's no people that I would want to play with other than these two, other than play for Coach Niele, other than play for this university. Like when you go around the locker room, it's not about the basketball. It's not about anything other than the people. And, that's why you do it. You do it for each other, and throughout my entire career, I've done it for them. And I know that they would say the same thing about me, and I know they say the same thing about Coach Ivey and about this university. So,
Yeah, I think when I think about legacy, I think more about the impact that I leave on people. Winning is great. Obviously, everyone wants to do it, but as Coach Ivey said, as long as you leave the place better than you found it, you left a really good impact. And, these two and sitting by my side and Coach Ivey to my right just had crazy impact, not only on my life, but I hope that I had a big impact on their life. And at the end of the day, my goal coming to Notre Dame was to leave it better than I found it. And I think I did a pretty good job of that. I hope so. So, like Maddy said, I love all my teammates in that locker room. We stay together. We've grown so much through this entire season. So just very proud of the work we've done. And ultimately, we've had fun. Like, that's really what this is all about. You sign up as a kid because it's fun to throw a ball in a hoop. And, look where it's gotten us at this point. So, just love them a lot.
Hard to follow those two. But I think they kind of both hit it on the head. I think, again, I wanted to leave the program better than I found it, and Coach Ivey believed in us, and we believed in her, and that's, we committed to that. And 4 years later, here we are, and again, I think, it's better off than it was a couple years ago. And then I think an important thing that Maddy said was just the people. That's like thinking now. I'm not even thinking about the game. I'm just thinking about the people that I've met here, the relationships that I've formed, the friendships that I've formed, and it truly is. Notre Dame is such a special place, and we're just so blessed to be able to play the sport that we love with the people that we love, the coaches and a university that we love. So reflecting on it, we're all truly blessed.
Yeah.
We're going to go to the right.
Yeah,
Second.
Thomas Ashworth with AL.com. Just, this is a program that has a lot of success, especially, getting to the postseason and making runs in the postseason. But just what was different about maybe this season as opposed to others where all this really good senior or even, just veteran talent just kind of manifested itself? Just what was different about this season maybe?
Do you have a player that you want to answer? Sonia, why don't you answer?
I think we just had so much talent, sometimes too much talent. We didn't even know what to do with just. We got Liv, we got everybody. So I think this year it was just how talented we were, and yeah, I don't know.
Our final question to the left.
Abby, helping USA Today. Maddy, you found yourself in a little bit of foul trouble in the third quarter and into the fourth quarter. When you're in a position like that, how do you balance playing aggressive, defending somebody, especially like Sedona Prince, while also avoiding fouling out potentially?
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out this whole season. I think just not thinking about the fouls. You go in a space where, like, people are saying you're in foul trouble, and then you're thinking about fouling, and then you're trying not to foul, and then, you can get in a space where, it's tough. So just staying present, not focusing on it, and just trying to play it as aggressive as possible, but as clean as possible. So just staying disciplined, I think, really is the key to that.
Okay, ladies, you're dismissed.
Tyler Horka, Blue Gold Illustrated. Coach, that's the fourth straight Sweet 16 exit for you guys. I'm just curious, what is it about maybe peaking at this time? It felt like this might have been the time to go past it. And what might it take to finally get into the Elite Eight and beyond?
Yeah, just playing, 40 minutes, I think, like, we showed that stretch that really kind of catapulted us, went up 9, but you have to sustain that for 40 minutes. So having this sustainability on this type of stage, we're unfortunate, for a fourth exit, but knowing that you have to sustain that for 40 minutes because of this stage and how big this stage is.
To the aisle to the left.
Ansley Gavlak, USA Today. Last time you guys played TCU was when Sedona had her 2020. What was your approach on defense today in terms of limiting her?
Yeah, we were trying to be physical with her. I had more size, adding Liza and Maddy within the rotation. They weren't available for us the first time around. So just, again, wanted her to defend, try to force her to defend on the opposite end and just be physical with her, wall her up, and obviously try to limit her touches. But they did a good job of getting her ball, and she had a really great game.
Go here to your right.
Hello, Thomas Ashworth with AL.com. If you could just, take your coaching hat off for a minute, just kind of as a fan of the game, can you just kind of speak to the talent of just the senior group that you had and just, just the depth and talent of kind of, it all just kind of came together this year?
Yeah, absolutely. Special group, so talented, knowing coming to the season I saw, Sonia and Liv are generational talents that I've had a chance to foster and help them develop and grow throughout the last 4 or 5 years. And so it's been a blessing from the beginning knowing that those three, and then Maddy, Westbeld, obviously super versatile. It's just been amazing. They're amazing humans, and I feel like you got a chance to kind of listen to who they are as people. They're very caring, nurturing. They understand it's definitely, at some point, it's bigger than basketball. They love each other. They love this group. They love this university. And I would want to coach anyone else that didn't recognize the beauty that is Notre Dame. They understand it. They understand that it's bigger than the basketball piece. But talent-wise, they're just so gifted. And I'm excited to be able to watch them in their professional careers. But again, they're just special. They're special young women outside of basketball.
Very front left.
Olivia was visibly limited just in terms of the ankle. How did you
Right.
game plan through that coming into this game, and just how do you manage a game where you can only get limited minutes from a player that important?
Right, yeah. I mean, she was just a little bit sore today. You just never know. Every day it feels a little bit differently for her. Last game versus Michigan, she went off a lot of adrenaline. Today, she, because a little bit sore, so I'm just kind of watching. It's more of a feel. We're in great communication. Kind of knew before the game that she was a little bit sore, but then she fought through. I mean, she's resilient, so she was fighting through some things. But again, just the awareness of how she was feeling. And I thought Cass was great. I thought Cass came in and gave us a great spark like she always does, always ready. So just kind of saw how the game was dictating itself with her and how she was moving.
Far right.
Katie Barnes, ESPN. Each player at different moments, or a lot of different players that kind of individually impose their will on the game. And at the end, it was Hailey Van Lith that really impacted the game. From your perspective, what did she do on the offensive defensive end to affect kind of the outcome?
What did she do?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, she's a great player. She's a 3-level scorer, and I did feel like she saw the ball going in, and she kind of rose. You could tell her energy, her confidence was getting stronger, play by play. I thought she made some really good defensive plays as well. Yeah, I mean, this is that stage where, great players emerge, and I thought she had a, really good complete game. She's a really good player.
We're going to go to Zoom and take a question from Jonathan.
Jonathan Dalmas from Light on College Sports. Coach Ivey, Olivia and Sonia took a chance on you after your first season at Notre Dame when you all went 10-10. Can you talk about how special they were to actually see them grow up from freshmen to seniors now?
I mean, exactly what you said. We're not in a collegiate landscape that you see that very often. So that kind of speaks to their loyalty to me, and I'm really grateful that I've had the opportunity to watch both Sonia and Olivia grow and had a chance to be their coach for four plus years. I mean, it's special. They will always have a special place in my heart because they believed in me when I took over this program, and being a first-time head coach will always have a special bond because of that. But again, just speaks to their loyalty, the vision that they were looking for their institution of choice being Notre Dame, and the vision that I had with them being my premier guards. And I'm just grateful that they trusted in that. And again, there's a bond I will always have with both of those two.
Our final question right here in the front.
The AP, you've seen Hailey in her time at Louisville at the time now.
Yes.
Has she grown as a player? She's the same player? Just the growth she's had probably since her freshman year when you played her then to now.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's definitely great with the experience that she's had playing the ACC, SEC now, SEC and Big 12, so she's got all that experience under her belt. I think she's just composed. I think her composure has gotten a lot better, and then just again being able to score with a lot of different defenses, I think has been really helpful for her as far as just the way that she can dictate games and take games over. But I think you can tell, like, with her experience, she's got a lot more confident and has played against a lot of different type of styles with 3 different conferences, and you can tell it's paid off with the way that she plays.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.